Hello, everyone, and welcome to our weekly Essential Island Living Team call. It has been a hot minute since we've had a call, since we got BOGOs, and then many of us were gone for leadership. So it's super great to be back for our BOGO after party. And we want to go ahead and just dive right in. So to kick us off, let's go ahead and grab an oil that is speaking to you. And we'll just do some deep inhales. I have beautiful, the captivating blend, which we're going to talk about tonight. That was one of the BOGOs, an oil you can't buy. So let's go ahead and take some deep breaths. Wow, that's so good. Two more. And if you feel so inclined, go ahead and repeat after me or say an affirmation of your choice. I am doing the best that I can. I am doing the best that I can. I am doing the best that I can. All right. So tonight, the best that I can means sitting in my bed, attending this team call. I don't know. For some reason, I feel like I haven't totally switched over from Phoenix time. I'm like exhausted by 9, and then I'm up at like 3:34 in the morning. Like, okay, let's go. So, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, and I just want to remind you guys that this is being recorded. So if you have customers that weren't able to make it on the call tonight, go ahead and let them know that they can check it out on the replay. That link for the YouTube channel got emailed out to everyone tonight, along with a BOGO ebook as a reminder for this call. So just friendly reminder about that. And I wanted to try to give me a second. I want to try to see if we can live stream into Facebook. We used to do this and share in a group. Sorry, you guys, just bear with me. I should have done this earlier, but oh no, not the Pampered Chef party. Oh boy. Anybody see? That's not it. Oh gosh, this might
I
not
think
work.
it was on the top.
The very top?
Yeah.
That was the top.
Oh, never mind.
I know. There's one, but it looked like for something else, like a virtual dough party. That was
Oh, that's
Sorry, is it too loud? No.
yeah. Okay. So sorry, you guys, because if we can go live
I wonder if you can
in the
just type it in.
Facebook group, that would be amazing. But I'm having a hard time finding our Facebook group in here. So crazy.
Try typing it in.
I
think-
did, and it's bouncing me back. It's not. Oh, there.
Oh,
Okay. There we go. Thank you, Zesha. You're amazing. Okay. Let's see. BOGO March 2022 BOGO after party. Let's do this. Maybe it'll work, or maybe not. All of that for nothing. All right. Let's just go ahead and get started. So welcome everyone to our BOGO after party. I really love this opportunity for us to take some time to get to know the amazing oils that we got in this month's BOGO box. But before we dive in, just a couple of quick announcements and save the dates. These are more for those of us that are sharers and builders in this community. And a new word that we learned at leadership was leaders. So for the leaders in our community, these are just some save the dates. But if you're interested in any of these attending, we would love to have you. So Thursday, April 28th to Saturday, April 30th, we're going to host our first Essential Island Living Leadership Retreat. We've had a couple of events for convention and other types of things, but this is an actual leadership retreat. So if that's something that interests you, save the dates, and we will be presenting a more detailed agenda next week. We're asking that someone from corporate actually fly over and attend. And so we're really excited about this opportunity. And then on Saturday, May 14th, I think this is kind of a tentative date. There's supposed to be a post leadership business event put on by corporate on Oahu. So probably be like at a hotel space. So for those of you that are on Oahu or want to fly over to Oahu, save that date. And then Saturday, May 21st, and I will be there for both of these events, is the grand opening of the new Oahu storefront, which is going to be in Wahiwa. And currently we have a warehouse, a shipment warehouse in Kapolei, but we're transitioning to our new Wahiwa location that's an actual storefront. So you can place an order and go pick it up at this location on Oahu. Okay, so how amazing is this? And it's going to be open like a regular store with displays and so forth. And so you can, I'm really excited about this. And so doTERRA is hosting the grand opening of this Oahu storefront on May 21st. Okay, so just wanted to put some, yes, Michael, honestly, this is huge, right? If you needed something right away, you could just order it from your account and go pick it up. It's truly incredible. I'm pretty jealous actually, but yeah, I'm really excited for you guys on Oahu to have this, and just for Hawaii to have this, because it truly shows what a huge presence Hawaii has with the company, right? That they, I mean, this is not the norm. I think they have one in Alaska, and obviously the home base in Utah, and this storefront. I'm not sure where else they have them. So super, super exciting. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and dive into the BOGO box and look at these beautiful oils. And you had to love the adaptive capsules in here. You guys, this BOGO box was truly like top notch in terms of product and value. Adaptive soft gel capsules by themselves are $39. And this entire box right here was $137.50. And then of course, if you got the box, you got the free citrus bloom. So I'm gonna stop talking. And we have team members that are gonna share. This is unrehearsed. I'm not sure that they even know what order they are going. We kind of decided last minute to have this, host this. So we're gonna show some slides tonight, but really we would love to hear your testimonies about these oils and products in the chat, and or feel free to unmute yourself. Real quick, somebody said, can you buy products there or only pick up? You can buy products there as well. So you could go to the store, you could shop, and then you would give them your membership number and get your wholesale pricing. You can place it on your LRP. We have lots of storefronts internationally, so I highly recommend, like I went to the one in Japan, and that's really cool because they have products that we can't get here. So if you're ever in an international market and then you give your doTERRA membership ID, and you can process it like, I believe you can even process it as an LRP. I don't know for sure about that, but you can buy products there, but you can also just, order them and pick them up. And this also means that delivery will continue to be pretty fast for us here in Hawaii with the storefront here. All right, so this BOGO box was just a beautiful curation of oils, and you can see that it supports a myriad of issues along with seasonal threats, air purity, sleep, breathing, tension, stress, overwhelm. The list goes on and on. And so I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to Serenity and Balance BOGO. Oop, I didn't mean to stop sharing though. All right.
Hi, this is Sherlyn, and I actually got to choose an oil that I really, really resonate with, and this is Serenity. I use both Serenity oil as well as the soft gels. The soft gels for myself are pretty, I have them all the time with me because it really is something I can take internally, as well as if I popped a soft gel, you could smell it. But the oil, when I use the oil, I use it like a perfume, believe it or not, because it actually kind of just chills me out. The oil can also be diffused. I love mixing it with different oils. For example, I mix it with Breathe. It's very calming, and it's not too sweet, but it is, just the right amount of sweetness for me. But the benefits of this oil is just phenomenal. It really does help to calm me down. I probably need to put some more on. I use that for my oil tonight just to calm me down before I'm presenting right now. But I can't really say enough about how it's just to share in the chat. Okay, I'm not really great with, for other people to share in the chat. I'll use it. Sorry, thanks, Liza. I was going, I can't type and talk at the same time. Anyway, for my use, it's a daily use of Serenity in one form or another, but I definitely diffuse this at night with Breathe. That is my pretty standard. I gotta have to have a new going to sleep combination, but this is my standard go-to. And I think I had another that I was presenting on with the combo.
Yeah. Does anybody else want to share? Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
know this is Kate's like go-to oil. Like, so does anybody else want to share any kind of tip, trick, hack, or their love of Serenity before we move on? Daisha says we put in roller balls and call it our moi moi blend. So sleepy time blend. I love that.
Cute. Does Kate mix it with anything else, or she just does straight Serenity?
I think she does straight Serenity. What do you do, Kate?
Is she on?
I'm such a purist. Like I just love Serenity on its own. But I know Tawny, one of our oily friends, she likes to mix it with copaiba or copaiba. And it just gives that's like her amazing blend that she loves. But I like the pure. And I just want to promote, like, use it religiously, like be very routine, because if you're consistent with it at bedtime, then you're going to be able to use it at other times of the day when you also need to calm down. So yes, if you're drawn to this smell, this aroma, then buy lots of this oil and roll it, put in rollers by your bed, put a whole bottle, diffuse it, all the things. Love it.
And I love that Kate always talks about that. Like, it's literally her brain's trigger now. Like, she puts on Serenity and she has trained her brain to say that it's time to shut it off and shut down and go to sleep. And Kanani and I are very jealous that she has developed that routine. We need to get on that. Jen said it's her fave. She diffuses it Serenity, Balance, and Vetiver. So that's, my mom loves Vetiver, Jen. So I bet she will give that.
I'm definitely.
And then Marissa said once in a while Epsom salt bath with Serenity for sure. Janice said she secretly puts it in the diffuser in the afternoon at work with the students to sort of just like calm them down. I love that. And Zaisha says we made a spray bottle to mist the bed before laying down. So if you want to make like your own linen spray, that's so great. Janice talks about the soft gels too, being amazing at nights, and she's been influenced by Kate's routine. I know my mom has to take the soft gels when she flies to help kind of curb her anxiety and her claustrophobia in the plane. And then somebody on the iPhone, Bernice asked Kate, how long did it take to become sort of an automatic trigger? Like, how long do you think you took to develop that routine?
I'm not sure, but I would have to say maybe at least 3 months. But I remember after using it, I just kept doing it. So I think I noticed it, but maybe unconsciously. And then, it's been so long I've been using it. It's hard to say, but I at least a couple months because it takes a while just to create a routine itself. But
I love that. Okay.
That
Um,
is great.
and then Maris is the iPhone. So thanks, Maris. You actually said who it was earlier. Jenna says she loves the soft gels. I take them at night before bed. So just to kind of real quick, like this is my nightly routine. I put on chapstick and then I take the breed stick and I rub it on my chest and then rub what's left right under my nose. And that's sort of mine. So it's just interesting how we each have our own nighttime routine. All right. So Marissa is Portuguese and she loves to clean. And she's curious what the washing soda in the refreshing dish soap is. So I'm gonna say that I've just full transparency. My assistant put these slides together, and I don't know what washing soda is. So if anybody knows what washing soda is, please pop that in the chat. But we're gonna keep on keeping on, and my mom is going to share about the freebie, which was balance.
You know, it's really interesting because I was, up until this year, I was not a real big Balance fan. I don't know what. I think it was just because I was very hooked on Serenity and Lavender and Vetiver. Those things just calm me down really easily. But I don't know if any of you have this, but oh shit. I loved trying all of the I don't know if you can see this or not. I love trying all of the different deodorants, but for some reason under one of my arms I have a really sensitive spot, so I end up having a rash, so I can't use it. But what I've been doing with the Balance is been using it under my feet. So when we went on this leadership trip, I literally put it on my feet, put my socks on before I got on the plane, and it actually really helped. And coming back, I didn't do that. So I ended up having to take a little bit more Serenity. So it's Serenity soft gels. So that's one little hack for me, using the deodorant of the Balance. But I have been using Balance as a part of a diffusing blend, just to, a different fragrance, and trying to get to using my Balance in a more in a different way rather than just using it for by itself. I think it's a really great oil. I've gotten used to the fragrance, and it is a fragrance now. It's really, really a nice one. So it is calming, but not, for me, not as much as I would say Serenity is, but love to hear what other people are doing with their Balance.
I've been putting Balance on my feet for years now, and my just sort of hack with that is I pop off the orifice and I put on a spray top. And so in my bathroom is a bottle of Balance, and it's already diluted in fractionated coconut oil. So then I spray that on the bottoms of my feet every day. So
That's a great hack.
yeah. Renette shared, and I kind of love this because I have a love of crystals. Serenity is a great blend to use with smoky quartz. You can release all your worries into the crystal and then leave
Nice.
outside overnight. So I never heard that. Michael said she mixes Balance with the beautiful body mist as a deodorant after she showers. That's if she has
Wow.
guests come over and don't want to use the heavy duty stuff before bed. So I love that. I also like to put a drop of Balance on the Balance deodorant. Like if it starts getting a little bit too cakey, I like to put a drop of Balance on the deodorant every once in a while. Kanan says if you love floral oils, you're not a big fan of grounding woodsy oils, but she cannot live without woodsy oils. It's her go-to at night. So she's been taking Serenity at night to turn her brain off. Jen loves the Balance deodorant. I had to buy one for the hubby too. We smell great. I love that. And Jen, if those sticks ever get a little bit too like cakey, just put a drop of Balance on top of it, and I love that too. Yeah, so lots of love of Balance. All right, we're gonna kind of keep on keeping on to keep this a little shorter and sweet tonight. Air X, who is speaking on Air X?
That's me, Liza, Janice.
Thanks, Jan.
Okay, so Aerex, I use Aerex. It's a mostly for diffusing. I've used it only for diffusing. It really helps when you're cooking. My husband loves to cook seafood in the kitchen, so I think this helps because I've been using it when he cooks fish, and that's yeah. Feels the air in the room feels clean. It smells clean, like a fresh smell. I've read somewhere that you can actually ingest it, like you can put 1 or 2 drops in water. So I'm going to try it right now and see what it tastes like.
While Jan does that, I want to say that that was my mom's tip when I had pneumonia, was just to take a drop or two of Air-X internally, like straight. And I have to say that it really did help a lot. So my mom just said it's her go-to oil when she's having breathing issues. And because of a lot of our respiratory blend, breathe isn't for internal use. So yeah.
Yeah, it actually tastes pretty good. Like it does have that, it has like, let's see, tangerine, grapefruit. So a lot of fruity oils, frank and cardamom. So yeah, it tastes really good. Okay, so that's Air-X. So that's what, yeah, diffusing. So I'll try it. It actually feels good. Okay, then the freebies are the Breathe Touch. The Breathe Touch is actually I'm like, this one's empty. I don't think there's anything in it, but I love using Breathe Touch when I go to bed. Like I'm a snorer, so I kind of like put it on my chest and then of course lean on my side to sleep. But I think even if with it on, sleeping on my back, yeah, I need something more hardcore. If anybody finds anything oil, like Breathe would be on my side. But also great for sniffly noses, congestion. You can rub it on your bridge of your nose and under your nose. I don't know. I like Breathe also, just keeping the air clean too. I like to use it as a, sometimes when you have fog and stuff over here, like it's just heaviness in the house. So Breathe helps me feel better walking through the house and being able to open my airways that way. So when fog comes around or Kona winds, yeah, that one comes out.
Awesome, Jan. I want to go back into the comments a little bit because we
Yeah,
got
go
some
ahead.
good stuff about Air-X. Amanda just said she really likes using Air-X on her dryer balls. I think it's so interesting the different smells people like for their laundry. Jen Simcox said she's diffusing it right now in the kitchen. Bernice says that it makes her car smell fresher. But Wendy said that her husband adds it to his water flask for work and it helps with asthma. And yeah, Eric's does, Cami, have supplemental facts on the back. So it is ingestible. And what Jenna shared, I feel like is a gem. And so I wanted to talk about it. Jenna says she remembers at convention that they talked about Eric's as a proactive oil and Breathe is more of a reactive oil. So I love that. That's like a huge gem to me. And Ray said that's as well. She loved that. Also, just a quick hack for the Breathe and Peppermint Touch, which is coming up next. Although we don't have to wear them as often now, I love just the ease of putting the touch right. Like I just swipe right down my mask on the outside of it, and just a quick, easy way. Kanani said, let's do all shots of Air-X for all us snorers.
Okay, yeah.
You're supposed to put the Breathe on the bottoms of your feet too for snoring. I don't know why, but you're supposed to. And then also another hack, you guys, I know when I travel, I get caught up in like I need every touch roller and every bottle of oil. But the reality is in a pinch, if you wanted to diffuse Breathe and you only had a touch, you could pop that roller off and just pour some of that straight into the diffuser. Sure, there's a little bit of fractionated coconut oil, but it won't hurt your diffuser at all. So, just try to always be flexible. You want to always have a few things with you and they can be multi-purpose. So,
That's great.
yeah. Yeah. Cami said she usually diffuses Breathe for the hubby snoring, but she's gonna try Air-X. So good luck, Cami. All right, Jan.
Okay, and then the other freebie is the peppermint roller. So peppermint roller, great for focus, great for even for some people tension. I like to use peppermint on my belly. Sometimes when I get upset stomach, I use peppermint. So peppermint helps me. I don't know. It also, like just that nice fresh, like minty feeling. Just overall, peppermint's a really good way to cool off too. Like because it's diluted for me, I place it and roll it on the back of my neck. And I don't know, it's just great, like a great pick me up. Does anybody else use the peppermint in a different way?
I mean, just like what you said, I love to just rub it right in my pico whenever I have an upset. I have peppermint rollers everywhere. Like if there's one thing that I have probably the most of, it's a peppermint touch. So
Yeah.
Cami said go to for head tension, also her bug spray blend. So again, like if you didn't have that in a spray form, but you're having issues with bugs,
Right.
roll it on a paper towel or something and wipe down the countertops, or
Mhm.
lots of different ways to be creative, even if it comes in a touch. So
Yeah,
Zaisha said
fever.
fevers, under feet, or down spine. So this is definitely one of my faves.
Nice, me too. Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah. Anybody I feel like this always happens where I get into like reading all the chat. If anybody wants to unmute themselves at any time, feel free. Okay. Okay. And my mom just mentioned the beadlets, and I want to say this because we just have on guard and peppermint beadlets. Again, same thing. Like I have been known to pop a peppermint beadlet and just put it on my temples. Pop a peppermint beadlet, put it right onto my belly button, right? I mean, those beadlets are super versatile too. So,
Mhm.
um, you know, we got to try to think creatively sometimes on the go. So, all right. Thanks, Jan. I think Zaisha's up and is going to talk about beautiful touch and tea tree.
Oh, yes, it's my turn. Okay, so Beautiful Touch, I've only used as like a perfume, but lately I ran out of my adaptive touch. So I've been using Beautiful, and I just looked up in the book. It is to help energize and uplift mood for stress and anxious feelings, to focus your heart, mind, and body, and to encourage being true to yourself. Um, Beautiful is a really beautiful smelling blend. And if you haven't smelt it, you have to get your hands on one.
Although, if you didn't get the BOGO box or the BOGO, this is a
Right.
blend you can't buy.
This is a blend you can't buy. But I had one person who, you know how oils, it doesn't mix with everyone,
Mhm.
and it didn't mix with her. So I got myself 2 extra rolls.
This is,
Anyone else use Beautiful for something not perfumey?
I've heard a really weird hack of people saying they use it as deodorant. I've never tried that before, but I've heard of people using it for deodorant. And if you didn't get the beautiful touch, we do have the beautiful body mist, which I absolutely love. So yeah. But other than the deodorant hack, I'm the same as you, Zaisha. I use it as like a natural perfume.
Yeah.
All right.
And then tea tree. Okay, so tea tree right now I use in my home for any bug bites, any ear discomfort. We just roll right on the outside. But I learned from Liza, you can put it on a cotton ball and just wedge right there in the puka of your ear, not directly in, just right on the outside. I said for my pimples, I use tea tree for any bug bites, any rashes. And I also use tea tree when I feel like I'm gonna have a yeast infection or a UTI. I will take a panty liner and put a drop on it and just wear that with my underwear. It is a hot oil. I tried it directly on And you might not want to do that. You might want to put some coconut oil to dilute it, but I feel that it helps just putting right on the panty liner.
I feel like that was a golden hack right there. I'm pretty sure nobody's ever shared that. And I like that
Super
you mentioned
smart.
what's funny is that tea
I
tree.
needed to tell the truth.
No, I love that. I love that.
Uh,
It's funny because tea tree is actually not a hot oil and you can apply it directly like
you
neat on the
can
skin, but in certain like
area.
parts, I could
Yeah.
totally see that. So thanks for being the person that
So
warned
yeah,
us of that.
because I put it straight on my pimples. I didn't think, but yeah.
Yes, exactly. So, I'm with Cami though. That is kind of a gem of information, and especially like I have a young daughter who's starting to, I think, sometimes get small UTIs because of like not shishing enough or whatever,
We
and
go to the beach a lot.
yeah, that's such a great little hack. So, Michael also said, Wendy said, Zaisha, you're not alone. He, yikes. Michael said, tea tree for uku repellent spray in the hair. You can also combine with like she said, serenity, but lavender or even rosemary are great ones. But thanks for that awesome tip. And I want to share Cami's tip about the beautiful spray being a great after sun spray as well, to help ward against like peeling and that kind of thing too. Because I feel like those are the gems. I want to mention too and reminder that tea tree is very anti bacterial, antimicrobial, antifungal. So anything fungus related, you can just put tea tree. Granted, it's not special parts, tea tree right on there. And I've been having like I got like I thought it was a cut from the dry air in Arizona on my lip. Maybe it's a cold sore, but I've been putting tea tree on constantly. And that actually was like, put some tea tree on that. And then I've been layering on Correct X as well. So awesome. Anybody else? Oh, right here. Cami said, I just had to use tea tree for a toenail issue after getting a pedicure and it went away in a day. Frazier says she puts 3 drops of tea tree in the toilet when she scrubs it and it helps it sanitize the toilet and the scrubby at the same time. I love that. That's a great hack. All right. Thanks, Zaisha, for that awesome share. I appreciate it. Okay, we'll keep on keeping on. My mom wants to know how tea tree helps the eyes. Okay, so soothing to skin, ear, or eye discomforts. This is actually a great time for a little bit of EO education on EO safety. So, tea tree can mostly be applied neat to almost any area of the body. Okay, so bug bites, like Zaisha said, anything fungus, rashy related, that kind of thing. Now, she also mentioned ear discomfort. So it's good to get like a tea tree roller or just rub some tea tree behind the ears. And it's really just another pro tip to always rub in the direction that your ear flows for drainage purposes. So you don't want to go up and down. You want to just pull down, right? You want to pull down. Never put essential oils directly into your ears or eyes, ever. However, when my kids start to get like pink eye or anything like that, you can make a warm compress, warm washcloth, put tea tree on it, and then you can lay the warm compress on the eye. And if you need to kind of clean it, like if there's like kind of macapiapias built up, you want to pull away from the eye and then fold the washcloth. Don't keep wiping over and over, right? With the same part. And then you can and so another hack is like to make a warm bowl of water in the sink, add a drop or two of tea tree, and then put the whole washcloth in. And then that's how you can help with eye discomfort. Okay. So if that sort of helps. This is to me, you guys, like a top emergency kit oil. You should always have tea tree on you. You should always have tea tree in your home. Like it's one of those that I just feel like, along with helichrysum, that is not your typical breathe on guard, but one of the oils that you want to have in any type of emergency situation. So hopefully, Jess, that helped with the how to support the eyes with tea tree. Okay. If you didn't have tea tree, you could do the same thing with lavender, but tea tree is preferred. Cami says she puts 1 drop in a cotton ball to help her mother-in-law pop her ears after flying. She slept with them and it was all good in the morning. Yep. My hack for that is the best Q-tips to use are baby Q-tips. You pull the Q-tip part off and it just has that really good it has that really good shape for it, and it's thicker than a regular Q-tip. Put 1 drop of tea tree, or my other go-to is basil, and then wedge that in and just sleep with it. And every time, I tell you guys, it works like a charm. Janice says take a couple of drops of tea tree and a veggie cap for boosting immunity and whenever you feel like you are coming down with something. Absolutely. And I would say tea tree and oregano for sure, like to cleanse parasites and all of that kind of stuff. 2 really powerful heavy hitters for your body. So, all right. Thanks, you guys. I'm actually really glad that that question came up because eyes and ears are really tricky. So we want to be really careful when we use essential oils with them and other body parts. Okay. Who is my oregano? Oregano, hot, 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 hot oil, hot oil.
That's me. So oregano, like you just said, is a super powerful cleansing agent, antioxidant, antibacterial. I use it for boosting my immunity. I'll take a couple drops in a veggie cap because it's hot. You don't want to just drop it in your mouth. I'll add it to my Flume, which is if I'm feeling sick or I am sick and I need some immunity boost. I also have used it to get rid of warts. So you just put like a couple drops on your wart and then you put a bandage, tight bandage. I actually use tape because it's easier. So you just tape it and it takes like a couple of days for it to get rid of the wart, but that works really well. Also, like tea tree, someone had said they used it for like toe fungus. That I have used that for that too, like under the nail fungus, and you just kind of put a drop under your nail. It just takes a couple days to get rid of it. How else do I use my oregano? You can use it in cooking, obviously, if you want to add to your spaghetti sauce or things like that. You only need like a small drop though, because it's pretty potent. Yeah, those are most of the ways I use it. It says natural antibiotic, toothpick method for cooking. That's a great idea. So you only put a little toothpick of it in, so it's not too much. Skin tags. Flume, Frank lemon, oregano, on guard, melaleuca, or tea tree. If you didn't know what those are, you can put them in a veggie cap, and that's what I was talking about. And yeah, any other ways? Tea tree and breast milk for star eye. Protective oil and a reminder, cycles of life, actions, and resting. That's tea tree, yeah. Oregano is Instapot to make rice. That's a good idea.
I feel like Zaisha is like famous for this ganduri rice recipe. Didn't you
Oh.
post it in the Facebook group, Zaish?
It is. It's in there.
Okay, so if you want a ganduri rice recipe that has oregano in it, essential oil, go search in the Facebook group. It's there.
Right. And Kanani, this is important. It's not great to do every day. You don't want to be using oregano every single day for an extended period of time. So a week or so is plenty, and then take a break. All right. And then your free was your on guard, which I think most of us know and use. Also great for immunity. I like to have it with me everywhere. It's in my purse, in my car, in my everything. If I get a sore throat, I'll use the On Guard touch and rub it on my throat, and then I'll add tea tree touch or lemon. I like to, like, if I don't have my spray, my cleaning spray, then I'll use the On Guard touch just to clean my hands. Under my feet, obviously, my kids use it under their feet daily. Yeah, our immunity boost.
These, I love that they did a lot of touches in this kit because I feel like, I mean, I love having the oils, like the bottles and drams, but touch rollers are really, really versatile. And like, I don't know, I just absolutely love them. I wanted to kind of mention this because they say it here. What is really cool is like, you know, you can add to your touch rollers, like if you added oregano to On Guard, it powerhouses it as immunity. If you add marjoram to On Guard, in On Guard, there's actually quite a few oils that are supported to the respiratory system. And so if you wanted to add some marjoram, that's really helpful for mucus busting. And then if you wanted to up level on the cellular support, you could add turmeric. So that's what's really cool too, is once you use these touch rollers, you can reuse them and make them into your own sort of up leveled blends as well. So, all right. Thanks, Amanda. We are going to round it up with adaptive. And I think Bernice, are you doing this one?
I am, unless Miley's here.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see them. Are the Vielas on? I don't think so.
Oh, shucks. I was my substitute. Hello, everybody. Well, do you all live in a fast-paced world where stress pops up here and there? You know, need something calming for mental clarity? Then, I know, lovely adaptive, right? It calms the mind and body. And, you know, they say that it has all these different CPTG, essential oils in it, like lavender, coriander, wild orange, fennel, along with the other ones that are harder to pronounce, like selenium, GABA, and ahi flower. But anyway, whatever the science is about it, I mean, that's great. But the bottom line is it works, you know, so it's a great product. A friend of mine, her daughter actually, well, use this one. I use this one just for calming my body and mind when I just get a little stressed. Like right before this, I took adaptive just in case I had to do this presentation, which I am now doing. But anyway, the friend of mine used the oil and for her daughter and diffused that. And the daughter was getting stressed, especially during the time of distance learning. So anxious, obsessive compulsive behaviors like washing their hands all the time and just worried about things. So when she's diffused the adaptive oil, she just really calmed down and was able to deal with life at that time. And eventually she had to see a counselor and she is on medication. But I think had I introduced, or maybe I have to follow up with offering the capsules, because maybe that, not just the oils, but the capsules, which you can take internally, of course, for the body, that would enhance the whole overall experience. And maybe that person could get off of medication one day. But at any rate, so adaptive, the calming blend capsules, they truly help just to take it about 20 minutes prior to an event. And I noticed that it really works well. Having the system of the capsules and the oil and the roller, I mean, that's a great, they sell it now, right, as a combination for $82 wholesale and $70, I mean, 70 PV comes together. And I really love the mist that comes with it too. So I use this in a car. I've told people I use it with the cats when we're taking them to the vet. And it really calms them down as well as the owners. So it really works. But anybody have any other adaptive stories that they want to share? Along with Janice, I say adaptive taken daily is a proactive for stress. So Janice, you just take it in the morning or before school, on your way to school. Yeah, get your day started right. Positive mind moods. That's good. And then Sherilyn said, oh, thank you. I will definitely be brave and share the adaptive capsules with her. You know, um, doTERRA is wonderful because you have products and then they expand it to different lines of supplements or different kinds of ways to get the oils into the body or in the environment. So as I learn, I have to share more. So that
That Bernice. Ooh, I want to just scroll real quick. Michael talked about just stress being a huge trigger for her. And I'm the same, Michael. I forget to take these. Like, I don't take them necessarily daily, but I need to be better about having it in a place where I feel like there's days where you just wake up and you know you're more on edge or you're going to have a harder day than usual, or it's 5 minutes in and you want to wring your son's neck and you're like, okay, I better take that adaptive soft gel. Cami says she never been so chilled out before in life after taking one. It's really bizarre. I totally feel a sense of calm when I take one. And it's super subtle and it doesn't make me tired or drowsy, but I just feel like that edge being taken off. So Jen says she takes one every morning before battling traffic and before her appointment. So really similar to Janice. And then just real quick to pop back to oregano, I did want to mention this because I normally do, and I'm glad Renat reminded us that oregano is really powerful for staph infection, really helps to draw up that bacteria to the surface. So okay. So just oregano again, another powerhouse that we want to have in our medicine cabinet. All right, Bernice, lavender.
lavender. So relaxation and cooking and perfume has been used historically. Lavender, remember, just all things skin, right? It calms your, whereas adaptive calms the mind and body, this one just calms the skin. And I think that's why they paired it together, because you get the whole total experience of relaxation, calm, and, you know, an ability to deal with the world. And so, of course, diffusing it is so popular, rubbing it on the skin to take care of any kind of imperfections or irritations. That's always great. And you know, one of the things, so it's an everyday oil, I mean, for everything. And one of the things I found out that was interesting when I was researching that lavender, you know, there's the cautions on the side effects. Because although I think it's wonderful and I don't have any reaction, other people do. So they either feel allergic to it or they get some kind of skin irritation from it. So just to be careful and mindful of when people are using it. I was surprised to find out that because it's so calming to the central nervous system, you kind of want to watch if you're taking any kind of anesthesia or medication to already calm your body down or slow your system down. It may cause you to have breathing problems or too much sleepiness. So lavender can be really relaxing, but too much might be dangerous. So I thought that was interesting. But lavender is a great oil that I love a lot. I think that was the first oil that I was introduced to and that I was so familiar with, and not a not surprising because it is so calming. So anybody else want to share, or can you read through the chat for me?
Michael just said that she heard lavender in mascara to help grow lashes. I've never used that because I get falsies, but but I've heard that too. Just adding a drop of lavender to your mascara can help with lengthening your lashes. And then Cami says she uses lavender and coconut oil to remove makeup, and I know lavender was the oil that she used with her daughter to help with her eczema. And oh, Wendy says her lashes recover from extensions. So I guess I'll be doing that when I finally give my lashes, let them come up for air. And just
And
kind
what
of to the
did
point about yes, Kanan, lavender is a natural antihistamine, which is why it's part of our allergy blend. And so again, another sort of emergency oil we want to have. And just to Bernice's point, and you know, not, we don't want to get into any debates, but the we all have reactions to smell for sure, things that resonate with us. I don't know that I'll ever fall in love with fennel and patchouli, like just straight up legit don't know that I'll ever feel love for those two oils. I love patchouli on my one friend who wears it, and it smells so good on her. But if it's not on her skin, I'm like, no, thank you. So there's that layer of, sort of an adverse reaction to oils. Essential oils don't have proteins, so you can't technically be necessarily allergic to them. But like anything else, if you put something on and you get like a skin reaction, which is one of the most typical ways people experience adverse reactions from essential oils, then dilution is going to be your first thing. Dilute the next time you put on, and then do spot treatment. So don't slather your whole body with it, but just put it on, a smaller part. There have been some amazing studies. doTERRA is actually coming out with an entire website where you can go to easily find published studies on all of the essential oils that we have. And there is copious amounts of studies coming out on the power of lavender, taken internally for calming and for sleep. And so, like anything else, we want to, everyone is different. And so we always want to pay attention to our body and the reactions that they have. Um, um, just to that point. So, okay. And then Cami just mentioned lavender, tea tree, frankincense in our Aoi roller. And that's definitely a fan favorite. And then Amanda says she uses for her hair, for her scalp, lavender, tea tree, and cedar wood. So all really powerful skin supporting oils. And I love how oils that came in this box keep coming up as really powerful matches and pairs. So all right, we're gonna
Can I jump
have.
in real fast?
Oh yeah, of course.
Our Kanoi wellness team just had a spa make and take, and we bought empty mascara bottles, and we put lavender, rosemary, and cedarwood with castor oil, and everyone got to take one home with that, and you would just use it like mascara at night, and then it helps to grow your lashes.
Awesome. We want to see all of your guys' lash before and after lash pics.
That's true. Or maybe just do one side and not the other.
Oh, I
Anyway,
like that even better, Bernice.
that would be really brave. Okay, so that's crazy. But anyway, so yeah, I think the BOGO boxes, these oils are popular and they play nicely with others, so it's really wonderful to have them. The last one, and that plays really nicely with the body and everything else, is the lemon, because it's just the cleanser, refreshes, uplifts, it's positivity promoting. It's just sunshine in a bottle. And for all the reasons why we love our cleaners, we love the smell, we love the uh, effectiveness, we love to make sure that it's in our water and it cleans our bodies. And taking that, I think that's my most used oil, because it just does so many things. You just drop it anywhere on the floor or whatever. It's just, oh, turn it into some cleaner. So it's just very effective all over the place. And taking it in water, I think I drink more water because of that. And it helps with just the digestion. And I think it also helps, I think, with the weight loss too. I've got to study it more, but I think that every day. And I think that's been helping with just helping the whole body process everything, oils, cleaning out fats, and making me feel better. So just smelling it too is so positive and uplifting. And one of the things I was like, oh, so excited about it, but I went outside in the sun, and then I read you're not supposed to have so much sun exposure after you put it on your skin. So just be careful. And other than that, lemon is one just to enjoy. So I love it. I hope you all do too. Oh, and there's Dry. I see. Maybe he wants to add, the Vielos want to add something too at this point. But anyway,
What Bernice really wants to say is, oh, now you show up, Jai, after I presented your 3 oils.
oh, the thought waves going.
I love it.
Thanks.
Thanks, you guys. Thanks, Bernice, so much for pinch hitting. You did great. And thanks everybody for putting the chat. The reason why I read them out loud is that when we post the recording, people can't see the chat. And so all of the goodness lives there. So if you're like, why does she read it? We can all read it. That's why. So Zaisha posted the recipe for the eyelash serum. And then Cami mentioned that lemon, lavender, and peppermint oils are in our seasonal threats, are Try Ease soft gel. And just a quick hack, because this did come up and I love this. You can, in a pinch, if you don't have like oils, you can always puncture those soft gels and squeeze the oils out of them too, right? So we have, Try Ease, we have On Guard, Endocrine, Digescent, Serenity, Copaiba. I'm looking up at my stock of oil soft gels. So just a little side tip too, if you ever are in need of the actual oil and you only have it in soft gel form. So all right. Ronette says lavender, number one oil to have in your disaster kit and bug out bags. Over 100 plus uses. Yes, absolutely. Ronette says again, lemon good for disaster kit and bug out bag. Increase alkalinity in the body. I really want to say that we should like have a class on an emergency kit bag, and that everybody should have that prepared. What do you always have with you, and what do you always have in case of an emergency to take with you. And Renette can host it. So Renette, if you're interested in doing that, Zaisha is
That's my
is
mom.
oh, that's your mom. Oh my god, I love it. Oh my god, I love the mother-daughter teams, it. And she said yes. So Zaish, the next time it's Kanoy Wellness's turn to do classes for the month, you guys are gonna do a class on emergency kits. And actually, we could do it at any time. Maybe that'd be better as like a weekend class or something, so we can get some more people on. I think that would be a really popular one. So I love it. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Oh, and just to touch upon photosensitivity with our citrus oils, you just really want to avoid extended exposure in like direct light. So, like, don't sather your body and then go lay in a tanning bed, right? That's not going to be smart. If you put a little bit on your temples or someplace that exposed to sun, but you're not like going and laying out at the beach, you should be overall fine. But absolutely use caution. We have a ton of posts in the Facebook group about photosensitivity. All right, so we did a little better on time. Probably my fault for reading all the comments. This is the last and final oil that was a bonus oil in the BOGO box. It was a Mother's Day blend, so hold tight because we're going to talk about all the Mother's Day specials that are launching April 1st and coming your way. But Citrus Bloom was at one point a Mother's Day limited edition oil. It is now a permanent product. It is really yummy. I just diffused it today with some extra wild orange, but I'm going to try it with Citrus Bliss next time. I want to go back real quick to the last slide if I can get there, because I just saw a recipe that I was like, oh, I definitely want to try. Sorry. So back to lemon. Cheer Up Buttercup, vanilla, wild orange, lemon. I am so about that. So I definitely am going to use that soon, maybe tomorrow. But Citrus Bloom is just a really great uplifting oil. But let's talk about, okay, so this is the BOGO box, diffuser recipes, roller recipes. I'll hold this up for about another 10 seconds. So if you want to take a screenshot or a picture, you can. This should be posted in the Facebook group too, though. So go check that out. And I'm going to now flip the slides. It also talks about how many drops to add, and here, how many drops to add. Also, hack, anytime you see a diffuser recipe or a roller recipe, you can always make it one or the other, right? So never be afraid. So let's talk a little bit about the new products that are coming April 1st. Those of us that attended leadership got these babies for free. These are permanent products, Myrrh Touch and Vetiver Touch, you guys. So get excited, add these to your orders. They are available on April 1st. I'm sorry I don't have price points here yet. And then these are some ways to use Vetiver Touch. I'm going to just kind of go through these. We'll talk a little bit more of these to come, and look for these graphics to be posted sometime during the month in the Facebook group. Okay. I love this. Apply to nails and cuticles, oil tip, rub onto base of throat. These are so great. So just love having these, and they're very thick. sappy oils. So having them in this pre-made touch form will make it so much easier to use them topically. Okay, so really exciting. The Malama blend is coming on April 1st. And I have to tell you guys, I am a little concerned about this one selling out. Um, there was a call today. If you made it, it was such an incredible call talking about the sustainability of sandalwood and nio that are found in here, the iliahi that are found in here in the Malama blend. There is going to be the Malama blend with a big pilot diffuser, like a jumbo pilot diffuser that does not fit in a cup holder but is bigger. And then the oil by itself, I think the price point is right around $28. And so I'm obsessed and I'm gonna buy the limit, I think, on this one, which I do not do on limited time oils, but I have a feeling it's going to go fast. Um, but I could be wrong, but I'm not gonna take the chance. So I'm definitely gonna get a couple of bottles of that. Again, stay tuned for that. So we're excited to announce this year's Mother's Day promotions. The Gua Sha Beauty Collection that was supposed to be a holiday collection or a holiday set but got delayed is going to be available for Mother's Day along with the Malama blend. It's available individually or with the new Pilot Max diffuser. These are limited time offerings starting April 1st while supplies last. I'm stressing this because sometimes when doTERRA sells out of stuff, people freak out. Don't be that person. Get your orders in early. So here's the Gua Sha Beauty Collection. I love these two sizes on the Yarrow Palm and Body Serum because they're great for travel. So this is what I use for travel. So I'm definitely going to be getting one of these. I've never used a Gua Sha before. So that's available April 1st. Again, Malama, here is my assistant. So great. She stuck this all in here. Jai would not be happy with the centering of the picture, but that's okay. Wholesale 2850, PV 28.5. And then this is the Pilot Max. So they kind of show with the oil bottle the comparison of how much bigger the Pilot Max diffuser is. Okay. And then that's there's a wholesale pricing and the PV pricing. We don't have time for questions because it's super late. Thank you all as usual. Can we take a quick team pick if you don't mind? Turning on your cameras. We'll take a quick team pick. Smile. Zaisha, my daughter, Tatum goes, oh, that must be nice to be the little girl who gets to stay up and not have to go to sleep. Meanwhile, sisters knock out over here. You guys, thank you so much, as usual, for showing up for yourselves, for your community, for your learning, for your growth. We are so grateful for all of you. We're so glad that you took advantage of the incredible BOGO offerings that doTERRA had to offer. We're getting really excited for an amazing month of April with some new products and some really special close to our heart. So we will feature more about the Malama blend and what an impact and just huge effort doTERRA is making in the restoration of these really powerful native sacred plants to us. But we will see you all back here next week. We love you. We appreciate you and have a great night. Bye.